Welcome to the 15th edition of the WorldloppetTV magazine, your worldwide cross-country marathon skiing show. In summary, we'll go to Poland to look at what happened at the 42nd edition of the best long-distance race in Poland, the Bieg Piastow. Then we'll go to Sweden to look back at the last Vasaloppet winter week, where men and women, young and old from across the world, are skiing side by side during 1 week. But first, let's go to Demino Ski Marathon in Russia, where the 6th of the FIS Worldloppet Cup was held. On March 3rd, 2018, the 11th traditional international Rostec Demino FIS Worldloppet Ski Marathon took place in the suburbs of Rybinsk. The first sports day was marked by the start and bright finish of a gold 50-kilometer race. The Rostec Demino Ski Marathon will also be the starting line of the FIS Worldloppet Cup for the first time ever this year. The elite cup skiers were followed by more than 2,000 competitors. The races gathered athletes and skiing amateurs from 20 countries around the world, and including 60 regions of Russia and 3 Olympic champions, Alexander Legkov, Nikita Kryukov and Evgeny Dementiev, and the 76 Worldloppet Masters. Powell, Worldloppet CEO, greeted the participants of the FIS Worldloppet Cup race, as did the Olympic champions Alexander Legkov, Evgeny Dementiev, and the participant of the Olympics in Pyongyang, Andrei Melnikenko, were among the first to start. They were the ones who had a real fight at the course and finish. In the end, the first place went to Andrei Melnikenko. He covered the 50-kilometer distance in 2 hours 53 seconds. The finish density was high, not only in the men's race. Svetlana Nikolaeva, a trainee of Rybinsk Sports School, finished first in the female race of the Demino Marathon. Her lead over Olga Rokeva was defined by a photo finish only. The third was Ekaterina Jadovina, a first-time participant of the Demino Ski Marathon. While the marathon racers were hitting the course, a big entertainment program was offered to the guests and fans of the sports feast in the territory of Demino. A big animation program, life-size puppets, performance of the towns and regions' creative teams. Everybody was having fun while waiting for the victorious finish and awarding ceremony. The leaders of the marathon race got on the victory podium together with the winners of the Demino Marathon Cup. These are super athletes who have scored the maximum number of points in 3 Demino marathons: skiing, running and cycling marathons. The French team representatives Yvon Perriard-Boiteux and Aurélie Daboudic were presented with FIS Worldloppet Marathon Cup leaders' red bibs. Yvon Perriard-Boiteux moves into the lead of the overall ranking one race close to the end of the season, with only 15 points more than Gérard Agnellet. One of these 2 Frenchmen will become world champion next Sunday. Which one? The final at the Engadin promises to be filled with emotions. The women's title will also be decided at the Engadin, since there's only 14 points between Aurélie Daboudic, leader from the first race, and Maria Grafniks, stunning during the second part of the season. And now let's go to Poland to look at what happened at the Bieg Piastow last week. 42nd Bieg Piastow took place in great snow conditions and very low temperatures, minus 18 degrees Celsius, on the beautiful tracks in Izera Mountains, with the start and finish at Jagusitka Glade in Sklarska Poreba in Lower Silesia region.
kocham po prostu biegówki, góry izerskie. Nie wiem, kocham sport, mam z tego duży fan. Uwielbiam to, po prostu jestem.
Grzewamy się, temperatura jest widać bardzo niska, ale atmosfera jest gorąca i mam nadzieję, że będzie wszystko super.
The event consists of 10 races during 9 days.
Na starcie stanęło około 6 000 zawodników z 5 kontynentów, z 30 krajów świata.
In the final weekend, almost 1,500 participants went in the main race, 50 kilometres CT. Very popular was Worldloppet 25 km with 1,400 races.
Naszym wyróżnikiem na tle wszystkich innych tras, no w Europie tych bardzo znanych i w Skandynawii i w Niemczech na przykład i we Włoszech, naszym wyróżnikiem jest to, że u nas biega się po naturalnym śniegu. To jest ogromna wartość tego miejsca.
Trasa znakomicie przygotowana, warunki zmrożone, więc szybkie.
You know, the track is steepest in the end. The beginning is kind of flatty, but the end is really steep. And I did double poling today, so I needed to save some power to do it to the end, and it was worth it because otherwise I would not be able to climb that hills in the end of the track.
Beautiful weather, even was quite cold. It was actually fine. So, perfect snow, perfect track, very well done. So, good job, you did good job.
Byla to krásná trasa, pěkný běh, rychlý sníh. Ujeli jsme asi 20 km před cílem ve třech, já ještě Pšenička a Jan Antolec. A už bylo asi jasné, že si to tady v cíli na metě rozdáme mezi sebou.
To nie jest dzisiaj jedyny dystans, który pokonujemy. Wczoraj pokonaliśmy 7 km, dzisiaj 50, a jutro już tak na dobicie 25. Najważniejsza impreza dla wszystkich biegaczy w Polsce. Jedna z największych w Europie, także myślę, że wystartować na Biegu Piastów w sezonie to
And now
zobaczymy.
let's have a meeting with history of Nordic skiing. Vasaloppet's Winter Week 2018 in Sweden, a sports festival across generations. The Vasaloppet tradition dates back to 1922, starting as a 90-kilometre ski race. It's grown to be the biggest in the world, and the start in Salem, with around 15,000 people, has always been an experience, whether you're participating yourself or following along on TV. But the Vasaloppet Winter Week has 10 different races with something for everyone. Come to Dalarna and you'll find young and old, men and women, people from across the world skiing side by side. The week started on Friday, February 23rd with the 30-kilometre Kortvasen. The course is near identical to the massive 90-kilometre Vasaloppet, but this is a race attractive to all ages, a moderate challenge, a race to ski together, held this year for the 22nd time. Saturday, February 24th, same stretch, same start, but now it's time for Chevzasen, the world's biggest ski race for women. It joined the Vasaloppet family in 1988 and celebrates its 30th anniversary this year. The winner was Katarina Smutna from the Czech Republic, but each and every participant must feel like a winner in this party atmosphere, experiencing joy, sweat and sisterhood. Sunday, February 25th, means Ungdomsvasen for those aged 11 to 16. Divided this year into two sections, 9 kilometres for the youngest, 19 for the slightly older. Many of these young skiers will no doubt return in the future. Sunday saw Oppet Spa, a 90-kilometre recreational race between Salon and Mora. The race runs on exactly the same tracks and past the same checkpoints as Vasaloppet. The challenge is the same, as is the nature experience. Monday saw another Oppet Spa, an opportunity to ski the whole Vasaloppet stretch without the stress of competition. These were some of the coldest days of the year, enhancing an already tough challenge. Tuesday means Halvassen, a 45-kilometre race, half the distance, all the fun, out on the course, and many skiers set on seeding for the Sunday Vasaloppet or just looking for a slightly bigger challenge. Friday, March 2nd, Stavetsfasen, a relay race where 90 kilometres are split into 5 sections. This is a day where friends, co-workers, families, everyone can take part in Forefathers tracks. Natvasen ran for the first time in 2017 and was a huge success, and this year had twice as many teams. Clearly, skiing 90 kilometres in the glow of a headlamp is a memory for life. Saturday, March 3rd, Barnens Vasaloppet, inspiring children to be active and contributing to a healthy lifestyle. Barnens Vasaloppet on skis is a national tour with about 15 stops across the country, giving children the opportunity to try skiing for the first time. And then the main event, March 4th, the great and historic Vasaloppet, running for the 94th time. All who cross the finish line are winners, conquering themselves, making it all the way to Mora, improving their present and future through a journey in Forefathers tracks. This is the end of the 15th edition of the WorldloppetTV magazine. See you next week for a new episode.